Hello guys, this is Harshal Bosle, student of Government Polytechnic Mumbai, and this is my mini project which is related to the topic of comparison between Snapdragon and Exynos processor. Introduction. Exynos used to have the upper hand in the early days, but in the past several years, it seems the Snapdragon has overtaken the Exynos, especially in GPU performance. When smartphone companies design their processors, they don't do it from scratch. Instead, they head over to ARM, Advanced RISC machines, which uses RISC reduced instruction set computer. This reduced instruction set is the reason why we managed to build a computer smartphone of the size of our hands. Despite Samsung's effort to make the flagship Exynos series better, Qualcomm Snapdragon series has always managed to stay almost a generation ahead of the Samsung's Exynos. Snapdragon is designed by Qualcomm. Snapdragon powers most of the devices that are available in the market today. There are four major chipset makers in the market, and the list includes Qualcomm, Huawei, Kirin CPUs, Samsung Exynos, and MediaTek, which mostly powers mid-range and budget handsets. Snapdragon's first product that was made available to the consumers was Snapdragon 8250 CPU. Snapdragon introduced the first of the Snapdragon 800 series, which powers most of the devices nowadays. Since then, a number of CPUs has been introduced in the Snapdragon 800 series. Most popular of them are the Snapdragon 835 and Snapdragon 845, which powers most of the flagship smartphones in today's time. Exynos is designed and manufactured by Samsung. Samsung uses Exynos majorly for the Asian markets, while for Europe and North America, the tech giant makes use of Snapdragon processors. Exynos is a series of ARM, Advanced RISC machines, based SoC, system on chips, which is a successor of Samsung's previously available S3C, S5L, and S5P line of SoC. Comparison between Snapdragon and Exynos. The difference is in the number of cores. Samsung in-house SoC uses an octa-core 64-bit chip, whereas the Snapdragon is a quad-core chip. In terms of clocking skills, the Exynos cores are clocked at a lower speed when compared to that of Snapdragon. The Exynos chips make use of ARM Mali graphics processor, whereas the Snapdragon uses Adreno GPU. This is a major factor determining the speed of the processor. The fact to be noted here is that the core activity in Little architecture is highly suitable for power management. This is widely because when all the 8 cores are activated at once, it brings a noticeable change in the performance of the Exynos processor when compared to that of Snapdragon. The Exynos chips have been performing well as compared to Snapdragon variants in benchmark tests. The Snapdragon processors are fast when it comes to running graphics rich content, whereas the Exynos chipset fires up the apps quickly. Apart from the inferior performance, Exynos processor also tends to heat up a lot. The Indian variant of the Samsung Galaxy Note 9, powered by an Exynos 9810 processor, has heated the display and discoloration issues since launch. The worst part is that even though Samsung is fully aware of this, they are still refusing to replace the display panels of the Note 9 free of cost. Qualcomm Snapdragon processors are better than Samsung's Exynos in almost every aspect.